Addressing the needs and interests of Fort Hood's Army families, this is Family Focus. I'm Angie Malone. In this edition of Family Focus, we find out why resiliency rocks at the Great Place and check in with the Warrior Transition Unit. We'll also sit down with Marion Gilbert from the Fort Hood Area Enlisted Spouses Club to learn about the 9th annual Breakfast with Santa event, when you'll have the opportunity to bring your kids to meet and greet Santa himself. Welcome to Family Focus. Resiliency Rocks was the theme for the 2010 Parent Education Conference. The Great Place was host to a wide array of seminars for families on topics such as nutrition, social networking, boosting your credit, and even rock climbing. Here's a look inside to some of the strategies taught during a day of diverse discovery.
We're home today on a
The second annual Parent Education Conference drew in a large crowd at Fort Hood's Resiliency campus, where parents gathered to fellowship with one another while enhancing their skills to manage a military lifestyle.
I'm going to do the yoga, the CrossFit, the massage therapy, some relaxation techniques, that kind of thing.
Almost every inch of the Resiliency campus was the breeding ground for attendees wanting to improve parts of their lives, like functional fitness with Zumba, and learning how to give and receive a relaxing, soothing massage with a massage therapy lesson. Parents even mastered spiritual fitness with the Military Child Education Coalition. This workshop was building resiliency in children and teens with the 7 P's model of resiliency.
Then there's a resistance phase. And that's when maybe your older ones are going, yeah, I'm moving in with Johnny, and I'm not going with you.
There was also an advocate for children with autism on hand. She discussed her daily challenges as a military spouse and mother.
You are human, and resiliency is a journey. You're going to have good and bad days, but our goal should be to start listening to ourselves and our bodies so we know when we start to saying, slow down, what do I need? Ask yourself that question, and hopefully as time passes, you will notice a difference. Find a place or a hobby that allows you to clear your head and take a break from everyday stressors.
The 3-core culinary arts team kicked things up a few notches in the kitchen, giving a class on stirring up your appetite.
As you see, the chicken has nice color to it, coming from the parsley and the scallions. Nice 5-minute meal, a nice starter.
The session on what women need most and men really want, given by Chaplain Harris, was a big hit for marriage enhancement.
You got to make him think that he is all that in a bag of chips. You can't belittle him. You can't talk to your relatives and put him down in the process. He hears all of that. When you're talking to your relatives, reverse it. Say, honey, you know what, Mom? I came home today and Rick was here. Let's give him a star. He didn't do nothing, but he was there. So you gotta start somewhere. I'm serious. You gotta start somewhere.
And to start is only the beginning of what's to come for the now fully resilient parents of the Great Place. Reporting from Fort Hood, Angie Malone, 3-4 Public Affairs. That was really a great event and also a good way to meet some new friends. Here's a look at a few children's books and websites available for information and activities surrounding building resilience amongst our youth. Coming up after the break, we'll learn about an upcoming event where your kids get the chance to meet a real Santa Claus. Keep it here. You're watching Family Focus.
I'm Gary Sinise. Most of you know me as Lieutenant Dan in the movie Forrest Gump or from TV's CSI New York. I hope you also know how honored I am to be in the company of soldiers, and how sad I am when I hear about warriors who waste their lives through suicide. Suicide is not the answer. Suicide is final. It robs you of your chance for a better life. Suicide is heartbreaking to your family and your battle buddies. It's heartbreaking to me. You are our nation's finest citizens, and we need all of you. Sometimes the most courageous act is reaching out for help. Just know that someone will be there to lend a helping hand. If you are feeling suicidal, reach out. Reach out right now.
Welcome back. I'm Angie Malone, and our in-studio guest today is Miss Marion Gilbert. She is the Vice President of the Fort Hood Area Enlisted Spouses Club. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
And of course, we're here today to talk about the Breakfast with Santa event.
And that's a great annual event that the Fort Hood Area Enlisted Spouses Club has every year. This year it will be held on the 4th of December at the Applebee's in Killeen. And it's a great time for everyone to come out and have a great breakfast. And all of the proceeds that we receive every year goes to Santa's Workshop.
Okay, so I've never been to this event. What exactly happens if I bring my family there?
Well, we seat you at a table and you have a great breakfast of sausage, pancakes, eggs, fruit, coffee, and juice. And then we have a special guest that comes in every year just for this. He flies in early, and it's Santa. He comes in and the kids get to meet and talk with him and just have a great time with Santa, and they really enjoy it.
So what has the response been like in past years? I know this is the 9th one that's actually happening.
Yeah, we've had a really good response the last few years, and every year for about 4 years now we've been able to donate over $1,000 to Santa's Workshop. So it's been a great thing, and it's only 2 hours from 8 to 10 a.m., so it's been really great.
Now, for pictures with Santa, are you going to have a photographer there, or do we need to bring our own cameras?
Well, we found in the past that that doesn't work too well, so we're letting parents and we're telling parents to bring the camera and take pictures, as many pictures as you want with Santa. And we have a really great Santa. You know how great Santa is.
Yes, we love the holidays, of course. Now, tell me about tickets. How can I get tickets, and how much do they cost?
Tickets are $5 each, and children under 1 are free. We'll be selling them at the door, and all of our Enlisted Spouses Club members do have tickets, so we can get them down there. And we'll be out at the Holiday Bazaar this weekend also, so you can stop by the Holiday Cafe and purchase tickets there also.
So with the actual event that's happening, you're telling me that it goes to Santa's Workshop. What exactly is Santa's Workshop for those viewers that don't know?
Santa's Workshop is a private organization here on the installation, and what they do is buy donations from all over the country and from organizations here on the installation. They provide a better Christmas for some of our soldiers and families that could not have a better Christmas. So they come in and they'll actually shop for some gifts for their children. They receive a book and a toy and a few other things. I think it's a family game, and so they'll have a great Christmas that way.
So the Breakfast with Santa event, December 4th, is it completely open to the public?
Yes, it is. We welcome anyone who would like to come and join us and visit with Santa.
Okay. Now, the Fort Hood Area Enlisted Spouses Club, I've heard of the organization a lot. What types of activities do you participate in?
We have monthly meetings. They're held on the 4th Thursday of the month, except for November because of Thanksgiving. But we do great events. We have an annual Crystal Bingo. We play bunco at our meetings. We get together and learn how to dance. We just have a great time with the spouses. It's time to come out, relax, meet other spouses. Our membership ranges from anyone from private all the way up to command sergeant majors, and retired spouses are also welcome to come. So we just have a great time at every one of our meetings.
Wow. So are there any specific qualifications other than rank to be a member or anything like that?
No. As I said, it's private through command sergeant major, active duty, or retired. So.
For the viewers out there that want some more information about the Breakfast with Santa event and also about the organization, how can they get a hold of you?
The best way is to get onto Facebook. We have a Facebook page, and it's just search for Fort Hood Area Enlisted Spouses Club, and everything's posted on there, and you can ask questions, and we'll get you answers that way.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for being here, Mrs. Gilbert. And of course, it's the holidays. Looking forward to seeing everyone out there at the Breakfast with Santa event scheduled for December 4th. We'll be right back after these messages.